Mr. Speaker, I see hate. Mr. Speaker, I see bitterness. Mr. Speaker, I see acrimony. Mr. Speaker, I see animosity. And Mr. Speaker, I see a man completely out of control. Completely out of control, Mr. Speaker. That is what I see. And that problem is not a new problem to me, you know. I was aware of the tendency for the Honorable to go out of control since 1987.
I went to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago in August 2003 as a Minister of Government in Trinidad and Tobago, a PNM Minister, and told him that there was bid rigging taking place in UDCOT. What the Commission of Inquiry is looking at is 10 times worse than what happened with Piako Airport. And it's even more brazen.
A lady of very poor judgment, and therefore who consistently has been making bad decisions.
It's been his mantra on the PNM platform as he seeks to convince PNM supporters and the citizenry not to vote for the UNC under the leadership of Kamla.flv. Mr. Manning has been highly critical of the UNC leader since she tore up the PNM manifesto on Tuesday night in Gasparillo. It's not an issue he's ready to drop just yet.
All she has done is she has confirmed the view of the PNM that she has bad judgment.
But he also had another issue which he says he wanted to bring to the attention of the public.
When Mrs. Posad Bisesa was the Minister of Education and they got the SEA results, you know the first thing she did? She went into her office, closed the door, spent 3 days inside of there interfering with the SEA results and the placements of students in some of the best schools in the country.
As for criticisms that the government is not doing enough to diversify the economy away from oil and gas, well, this was his response.
Almighty God gave us oil and natural gas, my dear friends, and our responsibility is to maximize the returns that we can get from that most important natural resource.
For CNC3, I'm Melissa Williams.
Argue your case. Everybody has a chance to do it. But not like my good friend. The minute you oppose my good friend, Mr. Speaker, the minute you oppose my good friend, he gets very, very angry. And if you oppose him strongly, Mr. Speaker, he becomes a raging bull. And that is what this government is not prepared to act. That is what it was. We just were not prepared to accept that.
If this country cannot call to order its Prime Minister and his cabinet and his political party to say we are not accepting that, then God help us.